These simple copper coins from the Great Depression era hide secrets so rare that a few lucky collectors have cashed in on life-changing money, all because they looked closely at what most people ignore. So grab your magnifying glass, hold onto your seat, and stay tuned till the end, because that old coins in your drawer might just turn out to be $1 million treasure. You're rummaging through an old box of change. Among dusty coins and forgotten pennies, one old, dirty copper coin catches your eye. Its date: 1920. It's worn, brown, maybe even corroded, but what if I told you that this old, dirty 1920 wheat penny could actually be worth millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. That tiny, century-old coin you thought was junk could be a hidden treasure worth more than gold. In today's video, we're uncovering the secrets of the 1920 Lincoln wheat penny, its rare varieties, error coins, and unbelievable auction prices that have shocked the world. So grab your magnifying glass, hold onto your seat, and stay with me till the end, because by the time you finish watching, you'll know exactly how to spot a 1920 wheat penny that could make you rich beyond your imagination. The Lincoln wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, but the beloved 16th President of the United States. This simple yet powerful design ran from 1909 to 1958, making it one of the most collected and beloved coins in U.S. history. The 1920 Philadelphia wheat penny, no mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 310 million wheat pennies in 1920, one of the largest mintages of the early 20th century, that makes the regular circulated versions quite common. However, a perfectly preserved mint state coin, especially one graded MS-66 or higher, is incredibly rare. Gem mint, MS-65 plus $300 to $1,000 proof, like or exceptional strike, MS-67 plus up to $10,000 or more. But what makes this year truly fascinating are the error coins, the ones that slipped through the minting process with rare and valuable mistakes. The Denver Mint Mystery, the 1920 D wheat penny, minted in Denver, had a smaller mintage, around 49 million coins, and is known for being poorly struck, which means finding a sharp, detailed example today is extremely rare. Collectors go crazy for well-struck 1920 D pennies with full wheat lines and clean lettering. Gem mint, MS-65. MS-66 $3,000 to $10,000 plus, and if you ever find one graded MS-67, you're looking at a coin potentially worth $30,000 to $50,000 or more. In one auction, a pristine 1920 D penny sold for over $45,000, shocking collectors, proving that condition can turn a 1-cent coin into a small fortune. The San Francisco Star, the rarest of all 1920 issues, is the 1920 S wheat penny, struck at the San Francisco Mint. Only about 46 million were made, and most were struck from worn or damaged dies, giving them weak details. Because of this, high-grade examples are almost impossible to find, and that's where the money is. Money bag uncirculated, MS-63 $500 to $1,500. Gem mint, MS-65, MS-66 $8,000 to $15,000 plus top pop. MS-67 potentially worth $50,000 to $100,000 or more. Some rare red-toned or proof-like 1920s examples are rumored to have sold for well over $100,000, and collectors believe that the next perfect grade discovery could easily break the six-figure barrier. A strong 1920 DDO penny in good condition can sell for $500 to $5,000, and uncirculated examples can reach $15,000 plus. Small orange diamond off-center strike. Depending on how far off the strike is, and if the date is still visible, these coins can be worth $100 to $2,000 or more. Small orange diamond clipped planchet, values range from $200 to $1,000, depending on size and visibility. Small orange diamond BIE die break. These fun, popular errors are often worth $50 to $200, but in high grades, they can reach $500 plus. Small orange diamond wrong planchet errors. Such extreme mint errors can fetch $10,000 to $50,000 or more at auction. If your 1920 wheat penny has a bright red color and sharp strike with no marks, it could be one of the few known top-grade survivors, and those have broken six-figure auction records. Record-breaking auction sales. A 1920 D wheat penny, MS-67 plus red, sold for $45,600 at Heritage Auctions. A 1920 S wheat penny, MS-66 red, fetched over $35,000. A 1920 Philadelphia DDO error sold for nearly $12,000. And a 1920 off-metal strike on a dime planchet brought a jaw-dropping $48,000. These sales prove that the 1920 wheat penny isn't just old, it's one of the most valuable early 20th century coins you could ever find. How to tell if you have a valuable 1920 wheat penny? Check the date and mint mark. look below the year for a D or S. Examine the condition, use a magnifying glass. Is the detail sharp, or is it worn down? Look for red coloration. Red coins are far more valuable than brown ones. Search for errors, doubling, cracks, clips, or misaligned dies. Weigh and measure. Off-metal coins may have unusual weights. Get it graded. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. Check auction records. Compare yours with known sales. You might be holding a hidden jackpot. Could it reach $1 million? Believe it or not, the Lincoln Wheat Penny market is booming, and as collectors continue to hunt for high-grade examples, values keep climbing every year. Experts believe that if a perfectly preserved 1920 D or 1920 S wheat penny in MS68 red condition were ever discovered, it could easily surpass $500,000. Even touch the $1 million mark. Checkered flag conclusion. So the next time you spot an old, dirty wheat penny from 1920, don't ignore it. Don't spend it. Inspect it, because that little copper coin could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. From rare double-die errors to near-perfect gem-red beauties, the 1920 wheat penny has proven that even a century-old piece of pocket change can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars today. So grab that coin jar, look closely at those old pennies, and remember, history hides its treasures in plain sight. You're digging through an old jar of change, maybe from your grandparents' house. Dust, dirt, and years of history coat every coin. But then, you spot one, a worn brown penny with the date 1936 glinting faintly under the light. But what if I told you that this dirty, forgotten 1936 wheat penny could actually be worth millions of dollars? In today's video, we're diving deep into the shocking history, rare errors, and record-breaking auction values of the 1936 Lincoln Wheat Penny, one of the most exciting coins in U.S. numismatic history. Before we unlock the secrets of 1936, let's step back in time to understand the story behind the legendary Lincoln Wheat Penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, first minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This coin made history as the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The year 1936 sits right in the heart of the Great Depression, a time when every penny mattered, factories closed, jobs vanished, and yet, millions of Americans still carried Lincoln's image in their pockets as a symbol of hope. That the 1936 Philadelphia wheat penny, no mint mark. However, within this massive mintage lies something extraordinary. The 1936 proof wheat penny and a few error varieties that are worth a fortune. Money bag gem mint, MS65, MS67 $250 to $1,000 top pop, MS68 red up to $10,000 to $25,000 now. Here's where it gets really interesting. Gemstone, the 1936 proof wheat penny. These proofs are extremely valuable. That a 1936 proof Lincoln cent can sell for $1,000 to $20,000, depending on condition and color, and in 2021, one 1936 brilliant proof penny, graded PR 67. Red, sold for a staggering $40,800 at auction. Collectors believe that an even finer, PR 68 red example could break $100,000 to $200,000, and if a unique specimen ever appears, it could easily cross the $1 million mark. The 1936 D wheat penny, the Denver Mint treasure. But what makes the 1936 D wheat penny special are its strike quality and rare varieties. Gem red, MS65, MS66 $1,000 to $3,500 top pop, MS67 red $15,000 to $25,000 or more. Collectors especially prize coins with full details and original red color. These fiery red examples are so rare that when one appears at auction, bidding wars erupt instantly. The 1936 S wheat penny, the San Francisco rarity, gem mint, MS65, MS67 $1,000 to $8,000 plus top pop red, MS68 potentially worth $25,000 to $50,000 or more. In 2022, a 1936 S penny graded MS67 red sold for nearly $15,600, setting a new record. Experts believe that if an MS68 example ever surfaces, it could easily exceed $100,000. High voltage, the rare 1936 double die penny, the holy grail uncirculated, MS60, MS63 $2,500 to $5,000 gem red, MS65 plus $8,000 to $20,000 top pop, MS67 red up to $30,000 to $50,000 or more. Some experts believe that perfectly preserved red examples could one day hit $100,000 or higher, making it one of the most valuable pennies ever minted. Small orange diamond off-center strike. These can be worth $100 to $3,000 plus. Small orange diamond clipped planchet. A coin with a crescent-shaped cut or missing metal edge can fetch $200 to $1,000 plus, depending on size and clarity. Small orange diamond BIE error, creating what looks like the word BIE. Collectors love this variety, often paying $50 to $300 for clean examples. Small orange diamond wrong planchet errors. A few 1936 pennies have been discovered struck on foreign coin blanks or dime planchets. These extremely rare pieces can sell for $5,000 to $25,000 plus at auction. Gemstone record-breaking auction sales. Let's look at some jaw-dropping real-life examples that made collectors' dreams come true. 1936 proof PR67 red, sold for $40,800 at Heritage Auctions. 1936, D double die obverse, MS65 red sold $4.20, 700. 1936. SMS67 red, reached $15,600 in 2022. 1936 brilliant proof, PR68 red, experts estimate its value could exceed $100,000 to $200,000 if discovered, and the market continues to grow, meaning your 1936 penny could become even more valuable in the years to come. Globe showing America's how to identify a valuable 1936 penny. Here's your checklist for spotting a rare 1936 treasure. Check the date, make sure it's clearly 1936. Look for a mint mark, below the date, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, none for Philadelphia. Search for doubling, use magnification to spot doubled letters or numbers. Examine the color. Red coins are far more valuable than brown or dark ones. Look for errors, off-center, clipped, or wrong planchet examples. Get it graded. PCGS or NGC certification can multiply your coin's value. Compare with auctions. You might be holding something extraordinary. Money with wings. Could a 1936 penny be worth $1 million? Coin experts agree that if a 1936 proof or double die penny in perfect PR69 or MS68 red condition ever appears, it could shatter records. The combination of rarity, beauty, and historical importance makes it a serious candidate for $1 million price tag in the right market. So while most 1936 pennies are common, the right one, the rare gem in mint perfection or with a famous error, could change your life overnight. Crown conclusion. So the next time you come across an old, dirty penny from 1936, don't toss it aside, because that tiny coin, forgotten in a drawer or lying in your change jar, could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars today. From the rare proof strikes to the legendary double dies, every 1936 penny tells a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. So grab your collection, take a closer look, and remember, Moneybag, the rarest treasures aren't always made of gold, sometimes, they're made of copper. Imagine this. You're cleaning out an old drawer, or maybe flipping through your grandparents' coin jar, and there it is, a small, dark, dirty old 1937 wheat penny. But what if I told you that this simple, worn-down penny, hiding in plain sight, could actually be worth millions of dollars? Some of these old 1937 wheat pennies have sold for mind-blowing amounts of money, turning ordinary pocket change into life-changing fortune. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden history, rare errors, and jaw-dropping values behind the 1937 Lincoln wheat penny, including one coin that could make you richer than you ever imagined. The story behind the Lincoln wheat penny. The Lincoln wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. But among these years, some pennies, like the ones from 1937, became incredibly valuable because of low mintages, striking errors, and remarkable survival conditions. The 1937 Philadelphia wheat penny, no mint mark. There are still rare varieties and high-grade examples worth huge money. Gem red. MS65, MS67 $250 to $2,000 top pop. MS68 red worth up to $10,000 to $25,000 plus. But the real treasures are in the errors and varieties, the coins that escaped the mint with mysterious mistakes that collectors dream of owning. High voltage. The 1937 D wheat penny, the Denver delight. It's more scarce than Philadelphia's issue and known for a few stunning varieties that can fetch massive prices. Gem red, MS65, MS67 $600 to $3,000 top pop. MS68 red can command $15,000 to $35,000 plus. The 1937 D is also known for several double die errors and off-center strikes that can push values into the thousands of dollars range, and if you find one that combines both, for example, a double die in high mint condition, you could be holding a five-figure coin. The 1937 S wheat penny, the San Francisco Star Gem red, MS65, MS67 $1,000 to $5,000 top pop. MS-68 red potentially worth $20,000 to $50,000 or more. In fact, one 1937 wheat penny graded MS-67 red sold for nearly $13,000. And experts believe that a perfect MS-68 red could break $75,000 to $100,000 in the future. Small orange diamond double die obverse, DDO, uncirculated, $1,000 to $3,000 gem red, up to $10,000 plus a bold, clearly doubled example could even fetch $20,000 to $30,000, depending on the grade and color. Off-center strike, 50% off-center with visible date, up to $3,000 to $5,000 plus small orange diamond clipped planchet, value, $150 to $1,000 plus depending on size and visibility. BIE error, these can fetch $25 to $250, depending on condition, and some collectors actively seek every year's version. Small orange diamond wrong planchet errors, these extreme minting blunders are incredibly valuable. Value range, $5,000 to $25,000 plus unique examples, can exceed $50,000 or more. Gemstone real-life auction shocks. Let's look at a few real-world sales that left coin collectors speechless. 1937 MS-67 red, sold for $13,200 at Heritage Auctions. 1937 D double die obverse, MS-65 red fetched $10,800.1937. Philadelphia MS-68 red, estimated value $25,000 plus. Off metal strike example, once sold for nearly $40,000, and the record-breaking potential isn't over. If a perfect MS-69 or unique double die proof ever appears, experts believe it could easily cross the $1 million threshold. How to tell if you have a valuable 1937 wheat penny? Here's your step-by-step checklist to uncover a hidden fortune. Check the date, make sure it's clearly 1937. Look below the date, identify the mint mark, none, D, or S. Examine the color. Red coins are far more valuable than brown ones. Inspect for errors, use a magnifying glass for doubling or clipping. Weigh the coin, should be around 3.11 grams. If not, you may have a wrong planchet error. Compare details. Sharp wheat lines and Lincoln's hair details mean higher value. Get it graded. Send rare finds to PCGS or NGC for certification. Professional grading can multiply value many times over. Check. Auctions, see if your coin matches known varieties or records. Money with wings. Could a 1937 wheat penny really be worth millions? Yes, it's possible. Experts agree that if a 1937 wheat penny with a dramatic double die, off-metal strike, or uncirculated full red proof-like finish in MS-69 condition were ever discovered, it could easily break the $1 million barrier. It's not just about rarity, it's about perfection, history, and collector passion, and as fewer high-grade coins survive, values keep climbing. Every year, crown checkered flag conclusion. Take a closer look, because that tiny coin might just be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. From rare mint errors to stunning red gem uncirculated coins, the 1937 penny has become one of the most valuable treasures in the world of coin collecting. So grab your coin jar, dig through those old boxes, and remember, money bags sometimes. The smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. Some of these old 1945 wheat pennies have shocked collectors and auction houses worldwide, selling for life-changing prices that would make anyone's jaw drop. At first glance, it's just an old coin. Faded, scratched, maybe even a little green from age. You might think it's worthless, but what if I told you that this very penny could be worth millions of dollars? In this video, we're diving deep into the hidden secrets, rare minting errors, and mind-blowing values behind the 1945 wheat penny, one of the most collectible coins of the World War II era. So don't blink, because if you skip a second of this story, you might miss the clue that reveals whether the old dirty penny sitting in your home could actually make you rich beyond imagination. The Lincoln wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was introduced in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, but 1945 was no ordinary year. It was the final year of World War II, a year that shaped global history, and the coins from that era carry the weight of that moment. Classical building 1945 Philadelphia, NO mint mark, the common with rare GMS that makes it the most common of the three, but don't be fooled, there are still hidden treasures among them. Brilliant red gem, MS-65, MS-67 $150 to $1, 500 top pop, MS-68 RD up to $10,000 to $25,000 plus. However, the real excitement lies in error coins, those freak mistakes that slipped out of the mint unnoticed. For example, a 1945 Lincoln penny struck on a silver dime planchet once sold for over $30,000, 1945, D Wheat Penny, the Denver Mint DLGHT. These coins are slightly scarcer and known for a few famous varieties: top grade, MS67RD up to $5,000 to $15,000, MS68RD. Ultra rare could exceed $30,000 to $50,000 plus trophy 1945, S Wheat Penny, the San Francisco gem, that automatically gives them higher collectible interest, uncirculated, MS65RD $400 to $1,200, MS67RD, $5,000 to $10,000, top pop MS68 RD, up to $25,000 to $40,000 or more. Collectors love the 1945, yes, because high-grade, red examples are extremely rare. Most have turned brown over 80 years of oxidation. High-voltage rare 1945 wheat penny errors worth big money. Why this is where things get exciting, because mint errors are the gold mines of coin collecting. Some of these coins, once considered mistakes, are now worth more than luxury cars, even houses. Here are the top rare 1945 penny errors that have fetched massive prices. 1945 off-metal error, struck on silver dime or foreign planchet. These are extremely rare and can sell for $10,000 to $50,000 plus at auction. The lightweight, 2.5G instead of 3.11G, and silvery color give them away. Small orange diamond double die obverse, DDO, uncirculated red, $1,000 to $5,000 plus top pop. Could exceed $10,000 to $15,000 off. Center strike, 50% off center with visible date, $1,000 to $3,000 plus small orange diamond clipped planchet. Part of the coin's edge appears clipped off. These crescent-shaped errors are visually striking. Value, $100 to $1,000 plus small orange diamond die crack or cut errors. These look like raised lines or missing chunks of design, caused by a cracked die. Collectors love dramatic ones. Major cut errors, up to $1,000 to $5,000 plus broad strike error. If your penny looks slightly larger and has no rim, it was struck without a collar. A broad strike error. Value, $150 to $1,500 depending on condition. Brain real auction shockers. 1945, DMS 68 red, sold for $22,800 at Heritage Auctions. 1945, SMS 67 plus red, reached $14,100.1945 off metal strike, sold $4.36,000 plus. 1945 double die obverse, fetched over $10,000. Uncirculated brilliant red example, private sale rumored around $50,000. Experts believe that if a perfect MS69 1945 S wheat penny ever surfaces, it could easily break the $100,000 to $1 million barrier. Why collectors love the 1945 penny? Historical significance. It's a coin minted during the end of World War II, a piece of global history. Design beauty. Brenner's timeless design remains a favorite. Error variety. So many collectible minting mistakes make each discovery unique. Accessibility. You can still find them in circulation or coin rolls. Investment growth. Prices of top-grade examples have been skyrocketing over the last decade. The 1945 penny isn't just metal, it's a story, a survivor, and possibly a hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. Magnifying glass tilted left. How to check if your 1945 penny is valuable? Check the date, make sure it reads 1945. Look under the date, identify the mint mark, no mark, D or S, examine the surface, bright red, doubling, off-center strike, weigh it. A genuine copper penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's lighter or silvery, you may have a wrong planchet error. Inspect for clipping or cracks. These are signs of valuable errors. Use magnification. Even tiny die cracks or doubled letters can add thousands in value. Get it graded. PCGS, NGC, or ANAC certification is essential, compared to auction records. If it matches a known variety, congratulations, you've struck gold. Gemstone. Could your 1945 penny be worth millions? Yes. It's possible. Experts agree that if a perfect condition 1945 wheat penny with a major minting error, such as a full double die or off-metal strike, ever surfaces in MS69 red condition, it could break all records. Such a find would be worth hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, given the rarity, historical value, and collector demand. So that little dirty penny in your drawer might just be the coin that turns your luck around forever. Crown, the legacy of the 1945 PNNY. The 1945 wheat penny represents more than just money. It's a piece of American triumph and perseverance. Born in a time when every resource was precious, it tells the story of a nation rebuilding after war, and today, nearly 80 years later, it reminds us that even the smallest, most forgotten things can hold extraordinary value. Checkered flag. Conclusion. If it's a 1945 wheat penny, it might just be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars, whether it's a shiny red gem, a double die, or an off-metal masterpiece. This humble coin proves one thing: money-bag treasure doesn't always glitter. Sometimes, it's copper.so. Go through your old jars, check your pockets, and dig through those family collections, because who knows? The next world record 1945 penny could be sitting quietly in your hands right now.